Yeah, I'm different. Nah, I don't fit their system.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the lab. What we're going to be doing in today's episode is creating a leader stats for the simulator game. So as you can see, I've got mine, which we will create a new one. My bad. We will create a new one of customizable for your simulator game that'll be like mine if you're following along with the series, or it could be completely different with how you've designed it because I've designed it a specific way. Each person's got their own chance to customize it however they would like. So let's get to it. So we will first go by disabling, and I will rename this to SMC's script for now. And I will actually give it a bit more of a name because that's literally helps on it. SMC's leader script. Right. I'm proper coughing today for some reason. Jesus. Um, right. So we're gonna now we've disabled it, so we're gonna add a brand new script. So the first thing that we want to do is add a variable that is players. So players equals game get service. Now get service gets through all the services in the game, and then we are going to type in players because we need that right now. So we're going to then create a function or a method, however you want to call it, and this is going to be called leaderboard setup. In fact, let's call it my leaderboard setup just because why not? And then add in the player, right? That's what we want to take from it. So we'll get the player later. So inside of here, if you've seen my episode already, you should know that we need to create a local leader stats, and then we will make this equal to an instance. So an instance is a object, and then it will define whichever object it is, so folder. So now I've created that, we will create the leaderstats.name just to give it a name, and this has to be leader stats with a lowercase because that's just the way Roblox works, and for some reason it decided to delete everything. So that is leader stats, and then we are going to parent the leader stats to the parent, right? And the parent will be, for this one, the player. So now, that's all fine and dandy. We have leader stats, but we don't actually have any variables in it yet. So in order to add a variable in it, and then we go local, oh, sugar, local, and then whatever my variable is. So let's call this YouTube. Let's call this simcache, yeah, or simdo, and then simdo equals a new instance. So this is a new object dot new, and then we're going to have this as an integer because we need it as a number. And then we're going to go simdo dot name equals simdo. You need to make sure you put the speech marks in here because it's a string, and that's what it's going to appear as on the leader stats. And then we need to go simdo dot parent, and now this is where it differs from leader stats equals the leader stats this time because we've put it up too much unity. We've put this, we've created a folder. Now we need to put this into the folder. Now we can create simdo.value equals 222. So that doesn't need any quotation marks or speech marks because it's a number. And then that should be it for simdo. Say for example we wanted levels as well. We could do local, oh, not leader stats, local level, let's call it level, equals instance. In fact, we could just go like this, Control C, Control V, and then all we want to do is say level, and then change all this by double clicking that, Control C, and then double clicking all these with Control V. And then, well, double clicking these and then pressing Control V, sorry. And then in there we want level, and we'll have a capital there just for keepsake. And then we will have level as, so our level will be obviously the best, which will be 420, 420, 420, 420, 420, 69, right? That's our level. And then finally, we need to actually call this. Now, this isn't going to be called at all yet, and if anybody knows why or how to call it, then good job. But if not, this is how we're going to do it. So we have got players as a service. So this is a service now as a single variable. We're going to use this service in players and then go dot. So we can use player added now. So on player added, connect, and now we're going to use my leaderboard setup. So on a player added, connect this. Now, obviously, we don't want to give them this all the time. This is just for show that you can actually what the different scores and it's working. But this will start at 0 or at 1 if you wanted to start at 1, and then this will start at whatever cash you want to give the player at the start. So press play because it's already in there. And then there we go. We have Simdo, and then we have level, and then that is it. So I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. I will see you all next week. Peace.
Yeah, I'm different. Nah, I don't fit their system. So let the match class act, that's a fact. Never backtrack. ADD's my life hack. Addicted to spitting rap. Angels on my back. 111, telling me to carry on. What's a meal? The evil one without him.